or something?
I think
or like comments will start streaming?
Well, see, this is our YouTube. Hey guys, are we live? Can you see us? It says that it's connecting. Oh,
Ooh, 4 seconds.
there we go.
Live.
See,
Yay.
but we can't see ourselves.
That's weird.
Here we go. There we are.
I think there's a
Are
delay.
we going?
Because I'm waving and
There is a delay. There's gonna be like a 30-second delay. And I also forgot to start recording on the camera, so hold on.
You want me to hold my hand up so you can focus again?
No, you're gonna talk to the people.
Oh, hello people.
I'll be back, don't worry.
This is my first time in Lauren's apartment, or it's a house actually.
It is a house.
And it's so beautiful. I wish you could
Thank
see
you.
this view of the Hollywood Hills. Okay, that's right.
Okay, guys, we're back. No one's watching yet, so it doesn't matter. Just skip fast forward to all that stuff. But anyway, hi guys, I'm Lauren Gaw, and today I have my friend Elaine to join me. And one of her New Year's resolutions is to cook more.
Yes, I have to, because I normally eat Hot Pockets, Lean Pockets, which aren't that much healthier, and lean cuisines.
I have to say though that the meatball Hot Pocket is pretty delicious.
It is.
I
think
used to
so
love
cheesy,
those.
But like
those aren't very
400
good
calories.
for you.
Yeah.
But you know what? These aren't very good for you either.
I know, the first thing I'm making in 2020 is full of sugar and alcohol.
Yum! And I also wanted to point out that we did not plan the coordinating outfits.
No.
But like, how great do we look right now, guys? I mean, we are making pink Moscato cupcakes. So we dressed for the occasion. And these are actually cupcakes that I made for our New Year's Eve party. I would show you the yay balloons. I made an Instagram wall. Sort of.
Yeah.
I thought about putting them back here, but I thought they would be distracting. I don't know. But anyway, I made these cupcakes for New Year's Eve, and I loved them so much that I decided that I also wanted to make them for you guys. And Happy New Year.
Happy 2020. It's the roaring 20s again.
Isn't that crazy?
It's weird.
I still live in like 2016, so I don't know what year it is. But anyway, should we start?
Yes, we should start.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yay! So the first thing that we are going to do is we're actually going to prepare something that is going to be for our frosting for the cupcakes. So this is actually the half a bottle that I have left over that was from New Year's. Ooh, somebody's texting me, guys. I don't think it's important.
Who is it? Is it Derek?
Oh, it's Derek. He's on the way home. They see Derek all the time. He comes in and he'll eat things and then he'll leave.
This is a good brand, Barefoot. It's like not too expensive, but it tastes really good.
It is the most awarded wine brand. Can you see? Here, if I go to here. This is us live. Hold on, guys. Technical things. How do I...
Or I
I
can
want
hold it
this
up
to be
closer
small.
to the camera too.
I want this to go smaller. There we go. There we go. So this is us live, and this is like the 30-second delay.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that confusing?
It's like we're on a news report.
Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say thank you to the people who tuned in this morning accidentally. We were trying to play with the camera settings because I'm not super happy with the quality that the live stream is in, and we were accidentally streaming live. And it's funny because we were streaming for like 3 minutes and there were 7 people watching, and right now there are 0 people watching.
At least you didn't do anything crazy during that time period.
I know, it was just us like standing looking at the computer and being like, and then click, click, click. It was really uninteresting, and I think it's hilarious that people were watching. But
no one's watching it?
No one's watching. I think that the one viewer is me.
Oh, right.
Isn't that weird? How come you guys watched that or other one and don't want to watch this one?
It's Friday, I guess, and it's after New Year's.
Right?
People are probably still hungover.
Well, this was like Friday at like 10. Is that a better time?
10 a.m. or
10 a.m. It was just like a few hours ago. It was earlier today.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe that's your sweet spot.
Write in the comments if you want a live stream Friday at 10 a.m. It's going to be way harder for me to get friends to come over Friday at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, driving up here was scary for me too,
Right?
because it was my first time going up that hill.
I also feel like I'm running out of friends because...
No.
Well, I could repeat friends, but it's also like because I do it on Fridays, I can only invite friends that don't have a regular 9-to-5 job.
Right, that's true.
Because they work on Fridays.
I normally work on Fridays. It's still the holidays for me.
Oh,
so
good. Oh, I'm so glad that this worked out. while we're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I have my little hot plate here and I set it to medium. We're just gonna simmer down 1 cup of Moscato into 2 tablespoons worth of, I hope we're gonna have enough. We might not have enough. It's okay, I have another bottle of Moscato in the fridge. It's not pink, unfortunately, but we'll live.
We can pretend it's pink.
Right? And Elaine was so nice that she brought a bottle of wine.
Yeah, but it's red wine, so.
But it's red, well, it would make everything rosy.
Yes.
And I also love Moscato. I don't really drink, but if
Do you get the Asian glow?
I do get the
Yeah,
Asian glow.
me too. I hate it so much.
It's so terrible.
I take Pepsid AC, but then my skin gets gray.
Gray?
So it's
Wait,
like, do I want to be
noticed that.
red like a tomato or gray like a zombie?
Wait, that's so weird. Because I used to do the Pepsid thing. If you've never heard of this, guys, most Asian people, when they drink alcohol, they turn red. It's actually an allergic reaction.
Especially Chinese
And,
people, Eastern Asians.
The word on the street is that if you take Pepsid AC before you drink alcohol, it stops you from turning red. And I guess, I used to do it like when I was in college and stuff.
Because you want to stay looking
it
cute
does.
when you're drunk.
And it's also not even like, I wouldn't even be drunk. I could have just a sip of alcohol and turn beet red. And then people would be like, oh my God, are you okay?
Oh, wow, you're really sensitive.
And I'm like, I'm fine. It's, you know?
Yeah, because you're not actually drunk when you're turning red. It's
Right,
just an allergic
you're
reaction.
just red, which probably means that we shouldn't be drinking alcohol because
we
we're
shouldn't.
allergic to it, but,
It's so much fun.
you know, do what you gotta do. But anyway, I just poured 1 cup of my pink Moscato, and then I'm going to add it to I have my tiny little saucepan here, and we're gonna simmer it down to 2 tablespoons. And the reason why we are doing that is so we have a concentrated flavor of the Moscato, because we can't just add a whole cup of Moscato to the frosting because it would make our frosting gross and runny. But we want that wonderful fruity flavor, and I was gonna say that I love Moscato because it basically tastes like fruit juice. So if I had to drink something, it would be Moscato.
Now, this might be a stupid question, but are the cupcakes going to be alcoholic?
No, that's not a stupid question. There is alcohol in the cupcakes and in the frosting, but because we're cooking it, the alcohol will burn off.
Okay, so we're not going to get drunk.
You're
from
not
the
going to
cupcakes.
get drunk from the cupcakes.
And
also,
you can be 16 and eat them.
even if there were alcohol in the cupcakes, I feel like you'd have to eat a whole bunch of cupcakes to get drunk. We're only putting, can you guys see Brazos' little face
He's
here?
trying to lick the butter.
Stop it. Stop it. Because we're only putting 1.5 cups total in all the cupcakes. We're gonna make about 16 cupcakes. Random, I know, but that's just deal with it. So anyway, we have this going. I'm gonna have it at medium heat, but we just want it to be a simmer. We don't want it to be going for too long. But this is gonna take about 15 minutes for it to really reduce down.
Is it actually on?
It's on, but this little hot plate just takes a while. It's just a little hot plate. What do you want from it?
It's cute.
You know?
It's like for camping.
It's like for camping. Yes, I've only been camping 1 time in my whole life.
Oh, you don't really like going out in nature?
It's not that I don't really like going out in nature.
'Cause
I just think
don't,
that the experience that I had wasn't ideal. So I don't know if I would.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
After the stream is over, I'll tell you about it. So anyway, we have this going. It is starting to warm up and starting to bubble up a little bit. And now we are going to whisk together our dry ingredients. And we have, look, see, Elaine's already got my notebook out. You guys have seen my little notebook.
handwrites the recipe.
Has all my recipes in there. I don't know what I would do without it. But we have 1 3/4 cup of flour. And then we have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then Elaine is gonna whisk these together. Okay. I'm putting her to work. She asked me to teach her how to make these things. And this is not, you just want to make sure that everything is all combined and that there's no huge lumps. And
This is like relaxing.
I think that baking is relaxing too.
Yeah, it is.
I love baking. And while she is doing that, I am going to grab this other bowl and we're going to cream together our butter and sugar. So because this is going to make 16 cupcakes total, I'm going to put I can't talk English. Because I'm like, this is why this is so stressful to do a live stream. But still no one's watching. Are we live? I think we're live.
When you put it on YouTube, people can watch it again.
People can watch it again. And then I always shorten down the video to like just to condense like 3.5 minute just the instructions. But I always like to do 1 tablespoon of cannabis butter per 12 servings. So this is going to make 16 cupcakes, so 16 servings. And so we can decide to put 1.5 tablespoons, which is what I would recommend, or you can put 1 tablespoon if you want them to be really mild. I always err on the very, very mild side because no one likes to overdo it, and you can always eat more, but you can't eat less.
Right, because you can't get drunk, but you can get high.
Yes.
With cupcakes.
Yes.
Good to know.
And I always feel like when you buy something at a dispensary, they're so strong, and you can only eat 1 bite of a cookie, and I always think that's super lame. So I always dose mine where you can eat 1 whole cupcake, maybe 2.
Is this the cannabis butter?
This is regular butter and cannabis butter.
Oh, mixed together. Got it.
And then I have sugar. Oh, that is a 1/2 cup of butter total. So we have 6.5 tablespoons of regular butter and 1.5 tablespoons, this is too hot, of cannabis butter. And then we are adding 1 cup of sugar, and we are going to beat them together. And it's always a really good idea when you're working with your cannabis butter to really, really mix it in well with the regular butter. I sometimes like to melt the butters together because that is the best way to make sure that they're mixed well. And then you can let them cool or put it back in the refrigerator to harden up. We actually want our butter to be room temperature though, because that is going to make it whip up nicely. And because I guess you're not so, that's just fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you're not as well versed on the baking, which probably a lot of people out there aren't. We are creaming the butter and sugar together, and I guess they call it creaming because you want it to be a nice creamy consistency.
You guys can't smell this, but like a moment ago it didn't smell like anything, but now it smells delicious.
Right? It's butter and sugar. This is so funny because on my episode, not last week, before Christmas, with my last episode, my friend and I made snickerdoodles, and we were commenting about how good it smells, just butter and sugar. Isn't that crazy?
Snickerdoodle smells like Christmas.
I know, I love snickerdoodles. Guys, those cookies were good, but these cupcakes are better. I also like cupcakes are awesome. They're just like the perfect little dessert.
It's the perfect size, you know,
Right?
the portion control.
Now, are you more like a sweet or more of a savory?
Definitely sweet. I can
Okay.
eat like pancakes for breakfast every day and ice cream.
Yeah, ice
Not
cream
good
is
for
my
you.
favorite.
I went to Salt and Straw yesterday actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are the flavors right now?
They have goat cheese and peanut brittle, which I
that
don't
sounds
actually
interesting.
recommend, but it's interesting.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But everything else was delicious. I tend to get more samples than I probably should.
They let you have infinite samples.
Yeah, I know, but it's polite to only get 2. I usually get like 5 or 6, so I can try it all.
You know, they have so many. Okay, Salt and Straw is this ice cream place in Los Angeles. I don't know if they have other locations.
I went to one in Larchmont.
Okay, that is, I think, the original. But they are known for their unusual flavors, I guess you would say. One time I went there and they had pickle juice flavored. I tried it. It was interesting, but I wouldn't be able to eat a whole thing of it. But their ice cream is delicious, and they let you have infinite amount of samples. And because their flavors are so unusual, you have to try them all to know which one you should
Yeah,
get.
exactly. And they're not there all the time, so you might also get it while you're there.
Yes, they change the flavors all the time. They have seasonal flavors. They have, like sometimes your favorite flavor can be gone and it'll never come back.
You should try like a really weird flavor for one of your desserts someday.
To make ice
Maybe
cream?
not pickled, or for like cupcakes or whatever your next
Oh,
dessert
yeah,
might be.
right?
Like nothing too crazy.
It is-
just something a little bit unusual.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that? It is always hard to make up new recipes to put on this channel because this is like my 67th episode, I think. So that's 67 different recipes.
Oh my gosh, 67?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
It's a lot. That's
Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, consistency pays off. She has 8,000 subscribers now.
I do. I have over 8,000 subscribers. Guys, next milestone is 10,000. Can we make it?
And then 1 million, and then 10 million, and then
Okay.
she's going to be like gold.
Oh my god. That would be so crazy. I think, I never set out to start these videos to be a YouTuber. I just wanted to, I love cooking and baking, and I wanted I mean, truth be told, I used to watch like celebrity cooking shows like Emeril Lagasse and like Giada and be like, I want a cooking show, and I would like pretend, I would like be in the kitchen. I was like 10, and I'd like be talking to the fake camera like I had a cooking show. So this is like always something that I've loved and wanted to do, and I just decided with the help of the encouragement of Derek and people, like, just why not just do it?
Yeah, now you're doing it.
All right.
It shows that you really do love baking. You're like super genuine, and you're not being like a fake personality. So that really helps. You're not trying to be like another Giada. You're just Lauren.
Guys, I didn't pay her to say that or anything. She said it on her own.
She's paying me in cupcakes.
I'm paying her in cupcakes. I know people always ask, what should I bring? And I've learned now, like, tell them to bring Tupperware so they can take some of this home. Because I don't need to eat this many cupcakes. Okay, so do you want to take over doing this?
This is my first time using.
This is our first time using an electric
mixer.
So you just want to keep it in the bowl. If you tilt it up or pull it up, obviously food is going to fly everywhere.
Oh my gosh, this is really powerful.
Right?
I usually mix with like a fork.
Oh man, with a fork, that's a lot of arm muscle.
Yeah, well, because I live in a tiny studio, so I don't like to buy a lot of appliances because they take up space.
That's true. Well, this isn't that big.
I'm so scared I'm gonna mess this up. Oh my gosh.
You can't mess it up. Just keep moving it around. Look how great she's doing!
Oh my god.
Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm gonna add our eggs. We have 2 eggs, and I'm just gonna add them one at a time, and she's gonna mix them in. See? She's a natural!
Oh, God. I like watching everything mixed together.
I know, isn't it so funny to think that this is all just, I mean, pretty much every dessert is sugar, flour, butter, and eggs.
And then
that's how you make cookies, that's how you make cake, like in different proportions, obviously. But isn't that, all those little ingredients are gonna come together, we're gonna have a magical cupcake at the end. God, I'm such a nerd.
I mean, it's basically chemistry, you know, baking is science. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna break this bowl because it's glass.
You're not gonna break the bowl.
Okay, it's okay to press down harder.
It is okay to get in there. So, our Moscato is still cooking down nicely. I have it like a nice low simmer at medium low. And then I am, she can keep doing that. You can stop if you want to.
Okay.
So now, if you just keep them over the bowl, and then this will stand up on its butt end. Just like that.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. That way any drips will go into the bowl. And now we are going to mix together. I have Greek yogurt and our Moscato. So this is a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, and we're going to do a 1/2 cup of Moscato. Hopefully we have enough. Because like I said before, this is the bottle that I used to bake on New Year's Eve. And I had leftovers, which was also an incentive for me to make these cupcakes again.
How was your New Year's Eve? Did you spend it here?
Yeah, we just spent it here. We like had a little game night. It was super fun. We ate cupcakes and we ate lots of leftover food from Christmas that I just reheated. Oh, you know what? I'll just do it in a second. I forgot to have Elaine mix in the vanilla extract, but we can do it.
That's right. Into this?
Into this.
We can still do that.
Oh my gosh, this is perfect. We still have just the tiniest little bit left. I'm just going to throw it in there. Why not? Let's party. Perfect!
10 a.m. party.
It's 2 p.m.
Oh, is it?
Right now? It's 2 p.m.
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time flies when you're having fun.
I love that she thought it was like 10 a.m. What have you done today?
Just this. My God.
Well, welcome.
This is my first thing today.
I'm glad that we can party hardy. So we are just going to mix this up. I'm using a spatula. You could use a spoon. You could use a whisk. You could use a fork.
It looks really pink right now. It's kind of like a pastel color.
It kind of looks gross.
It'll look pretty eventually.
Right? We just want it to be pretty well combined. It doesn't have to be completely mixed, but we want it to be well mixed. That way when we mix everything together, it'll mix evenly. And we are almost done with our batter. I already have the oven preheated at 350 degrees, and I already have my cupcake tin lined with little cupcake liners. We actually talked about maybe using Valentine's Day.
Yes, because it is coming up.
It is coming up. That's our next big holiday, but I feel like it's a little early. I don't know.
I mean, we're still getting off New Year's Eve.
Like, I had my Christmas tree up in October, so like, really, what does it matter? But these cupcakes would be great for Valentine's Day because they're gonna be pink. But they would also be great for like a birthday or like a bridal shower or
baby
anything.
shower.
Or a baby shower because
Yeah.
they're pink. And I wish they were a little boozy, but they're not a little boozy.
I wish there were more boozy cupcake shops in LA. There's like a huge market for that, but
For boozy cupcakes?
I don't think there's a store that really makes them yet.
The thing about the boozy cupcakes is that they're not going to be boozy in the end because it cooks away. Actually, what you could do, you know what? We should have saved that little bit of Moscato. After you bake the cupcakes, you can actually brush the tops with Moscato. So that will be alcoholic.
And you can get drunk from
And
that.
I mean,
A little bit.
It's just like a barely little brush on the top.
Like, woo!
I mean, if you had a low tolerance like me, yes, probably.
Or me, I might totally get buzzed from icing.
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we're gonna do you want to be the mixer or do you want to be the ingredient adder?
I should probably be the mixer so I don't mess up the ingredients.
All right.
Yeah.
Love it. So continue with your mixing, Elaine. You know how to do it.
And then I'm going to pour this into here.
I'm gonna add it for you while
perfect.
you're mixing.
Okay, and so this
And then,
should be
so
on.
don't turn it on. So always put it inside the bowl before you turn it on or else stuff will fly around.
Got it, that's right. You just told me not to do that.
Right?
I almost did it.
I know, it's hard. It's hard when you're first starting.
Right.
And so we can start it at 1. You could put it up to... Uh-oh. Did we come unplugged? What just happened? This was working before. Let's turn it off.
Okay, right.
Weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, try again. Okay.
We're back in business.
Okay. So we forgot to do this before, but add our vanilla extract. That is 1 teaspoon.
That smells really good.
I know. Guys, this is the real deal stuff, not vanilla, imitation vanilla. I buy it at Costco so you know it's good. And then we are going to alternate adding the Moscato and the Greek yogurt mixture and our flour mixture. And the reason why you do that is just because it mixes more evenly. If we put all the liquid in and then all the dry ingredients in, it will be harder to mix evenly. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this and a little bit of this. And we're just going to go back and forth. How you doing?
Pretty good. Nothing's spilling yet.
Nothing's spilling yet. We have a little bit of yogurt clinging onto the bowl. And then our last bit of our flour. Yeah, get in there. And then if you turn off the mixer for a second, I am going to scrape the sides of the bowl for you because you can't really get the mixer all the way to the edges. So this is going to help.
I know this is a weird word to use, but it's very moist right now. I can tell that
It's
these
very
cupcakes are not
moist.
going to be dry.
No one wants a dry cupcake.
Yeah.
Yes, the yogurt always helps. And if you don't want to use Greek yogurt, you can also use sour cream.
Ooh.
You could use plain yogurt if you want, but I like the tangy flavor of Greek yogurt. So this is pretty well mixed in. And then we are going to just put it in our prepared muffin tin. And then I'm going to show Elaine this trick. This is how you get off the batter from the beaters. I think these are called beaters. You have it on low speed. You very slowly pull it up. And the batter will stay down at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, this looks like magic almost.
There we go.
That's so cool.
Ta-da!
That is a neat trick. If I ever buy myself a mixer.
Now you know.
I know.
I'm just gonna put it here. Let's check on. So this is still going. We're gonna let it keep on simmering to reduce down to our syrup. I'm so sad that nobody's watching today. This is the first time that I've had 0 people watching.
Oh no, really?
And it makes me wonder, am I actually live? But it says we're live.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it like not on the channel? Let me check.
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't that be funny if I had it like not public or something?
Is that actually live?
Let me check on YouTube. Because I did have to I don't know. All this tech stuff is like
It's a mystery.
so complicated.
I thought you live streamed on Instagram.
You can live stream on, oh look, here we are, see?
Okay.
That's us. It's working.
It's
Just
working.
no one likes me
We're
and
just not
nobody
popular
wants to
today.
watch. How sad.
I think people are still families right now because a lot of people don't have work this whole week. So they're probably
See, that would be a good
hiking or
excuse,
something.
except that people tuned in to our test this morning.
You know, maybe they thought all your shows were going to be like that then.
I don't know. So this is my lovely handy ice cream scoop. I use a scoop to make
Oh, that's
all of
clever.
my cookies
So it just
and
pops right out.
cupcakes because, and this also makes them all the same size.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
If
nice.
you are just using a regular spoon or something, then some of your cupcakes are going to end up being smaller and bigger. And I use this for cookies, and you can get them in all different sizes, so I love them. And then I am going to show Elaine how to do it. I'm going to have her do it. So you just scoop in the bowl, and I use the edge of the bowl to kind of even out the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just put your thumb on the little handle and just plop it in.
Oh, that looks like so much fun.
Right?
Yeah.
How's that? Totally doable.
That's a good portion, yeah.
Right? So while she's doing that, I'm going to zoom in on the camera so you guys can see what's going on. Right. This is so good. All the camera work.
You're going to do like a nice aerial shot?
Maybe. I'm going to lift it up. Here we go. We're moving.
We're flying.
And we're flying in. Here's our lovely batter that we made. Oh, look at that scoop action.
The consistency is nice and silky. Oh wait, you go against the bowl like this.
Yeah, that's how I even out the amount. And there she goes, putting in our little cupcake liners. Beautiful.
It's very satisfying to hear it plop in.
I know. It's almost like she's done this before. How's your experience baking, Elaine?
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I need to do this more often.
Right?
Of course, I would have to buy tins and like all the other cooking things.
Yeah, it is a lot of things to collect.
It'll be worth it.
Right?
If I'm gonna like cook more and it's my resolution, I need to go all
You
in.
should.
It's like, if you're supposed to work out as a resolution, you're gonna get a gym membership, right?
This is true.
Yeah. So same reasoning. Otherwise, I'm gonna be eating Hot Pockets for the rest of 2020.
Oh my gosh, I believe in you. And you can get more simple things. Like you obviously don't need to have like complicated scoops and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, you could start with just like a baking sheet or like one cupcake tin.
Right.
You know?
Because I'm just cooking for myself usually.
Exactly. But I mean, one of the things that I love about baking is that I love to bake for other people and I love to share my food. And that's what Elaine's here for. So we can share this food. I told her to bring a Tupperware so she could take it all
I
home.
know. I'm not gonna take all of it home.
And we not gonna have enough for the extra 4 cupcakes?
Oh shoot.
I don't know, it's fine. So this is gonna make about a dozen or maybe a few extras depending on your scooping techniques,
I'm trying to make
But
sure
it's
each
good.
scoop has the exact same
right?
amount.
If you don't have a scooper, you want to fill your cupcakes to about 2/3 the way full. So I'm gonna go put these, I'm gonna put these in the oven and bake them.
This is so weird. Like the recipe says this would make 14 cupcakes, but
Well, the recipe said that because I made this before and that's how many it made.
oh, I see. So you came up with that number. I think we're gonna end up with 13, which is not a
Ooh.
lucky number.
Elaine is just a big scooper. And sometimes what I like to do also is if I'm making these for like a party or something, then I'll make the dozen and then with the extras I can make little mini ones. And so that way you can take the mini cupcakes and the big cupcakes because sometimes people don't want to eat a whole cupcake, they want to eat a
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially in LA.
Right?
People are so health conscious.
But anyway, I'm gonna go put these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 18 minutes until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. You can also use the spatula to
Oh, I get every last bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to waste it.
I know, it's so good. our syrup working out?
It's good.
This is looking good. We're at about like a quarter of a cup. We want 2 tablespoons, which is actually half of that. There are 16 tablespoons in 1 cup. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but now I do.
I know. I had to look it up once a long time ago, and now I know. Now I know.
Okay, so we have just enough for one
Just
more.
enough for 1 more. So that ended up being 15 total.
There we go.
Perfection. And I'm gonna wait to put these in the oven because the top rack is always burns hotter, and it's just better to go in batches instead of putting it all in at once. But now we are going to clean up a little bit. We're gonna get ready to make our frosting. So
Let me get some
BRB. Hey Bradley, what you been doing? Here's a towel. Yeah, bud. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hey, how's this small hair? It's just so good being in the way all the time. Alright, here's a bowl, and then I'm gonna wash these guys so we can use them.
Oh my gosh, you look this wasn't pretty cool.
Yeah, it was just yogurt. Plain yogurt for the cup.
We're still at 0 viewers.
Oh,
my
guys.
gosh, this is so weird.
This is literally the first time this has ever happened that there was literally no viewers. And it's kind of breaking my heart.
I know, I feel bad. Maybe I'm the bad luck charm.
I know, people tune in and they're like, who's that girl? I'm out of here. I'm just kidding. That's not what's happening, is it? And we checked and it's live. We're live. And literally 7 people. Hey. 7 people were tuned in earlier today, which is so crazy. Anyway, we're going to start making our frosting. We still want this to reduce down a little bit, and then we want it to cool off before we put it in our frosting. Oh, we have time, because our cupcakes are baking, and you want your cupcakes to cool before we put the frosting on, or else that'll melt
and be a big mess.
Yeah, see, she knows what's up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are making pink Moscato cream cheese frosting because I love cream cheese frosting. It's delicious on everything.
And I see you have these little gems
Cupcake
too.
gems for decorating.
Makes me so much fun.
Fancy. So I have 4 ounces of cream cheese and half a cup of butter, and we are going to beat those together. I washed these, don't worry.
I saw her.
She can vouch for me. All right, Pro, go for it.
All right. Oh my gosh, he wants to eat the butter.
He does. Just ignore him.
Oh my gosh. We all stay to level 1.
Right? And you can get. It's kind of amazing how strong these little hand mixers are.
It really is. Oh
So
my
we
gosh.
are just mixing together our butter and our cream cheese. You want it to be a little bit fluffy too. That's what's going to make your frosting fluffy.
This looks
Everybody
very
wants
fluffy. It's
fluffy
like popcorn.
frosting. And what we're doing is just whipping air in there that makes it fluffy.
This is kind of gross, but when I was in college, I used to eat Betty Crocker frosting straight from the can.
Everyone did that.
Okay. What's so bad about it? Because it's like you're getting so much sugar at once.
I mean, yeah, it's
I was
pretty
addicted
gross.
to it. Yeah.
It's very gross.
And Nutella from the jar.
Nutella
I
is
have
good
such
too.
a big sweet tooth.
It's also gross to think like, I mean, obviously before I started baking a lot, then I would use box mixes and like pre-made cans of frosting. But the frosting that we're making here is literally just butter and cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. We're adding our pink Moscato syrup just for flavoring. But when you buy one of those cans of frosting from the store, they're full of so many chemicals and gross things.
There's like 10 other chemical ingredients that I have no idea what they are.
I'm actually just gonna whip this up a little bit more.
Yeah, you're the pro.
With my pro skills.
I'm like too nervous about like having everything fly everywhere or like breaking your glass jar, your glass bowl.
I think these glass bowls are very tough. They're Pyrex bowls, and this is what they're made for. So if they're gonna break, then we should email the company and make them send us more. Right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm just getting these a little bit more fluffed up. Right? Does that smell good or what?
It smells so good.
Do you like cream cheese frosting? What's your take on cream cheese frosting?
I like cream cheese on bagels, so I mean, on top of the cupcake for sure.
Do you not know the glory of cream cheese frosting? Oh my word, I love cream cheese frosting. So it's pretty common to have cream cheese frosting on red velvet cupcakes or carrot cake. And it's just so tangy and wonderful. So we are also going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Wow, this is a lot of vanilla.
Is it?
No, I mean just this giant bottle.
Oh, my bottle!
Yeah.
It's Costco size. I told you I get it from Costco.
Because when I go to Ralph's and I see vanilla there, it's like those tiny little bottles.
It is a tiny little bottle, but guys, I don't mess around. This is pure vanilla extract, Costco size bottle. I also buy my eggs in like 36 egg count from Costco.
Oh my gosh.
The three,
so you always
and
have
like
ingredients on hand.
Right, because I bake so much that I go through it so quickly. So we're gonna add half a teaspoon in there. Go for it.
Mixing.
And then we're just gonna say that this is done. So Elaine is just mixing in our vanilla extract, and I want this to cool off, so I'm gonna just pour this back into here. So we're still at about a quarter cup, and for the sake of time, we are just gonna take it off of our hot pot.
It's a hot pot.
Our hot plate. Hot pots are delicious.
They are. Oh my gosh.
But this is a quarter cup. We actually want it to be 2 tablespoons, so 1/8 of the cup. So it's still not as concentrated as we want it to be. But as I said, for the sake of time, we're just going to take it off. And I'm only swirling this like this to cool it off a little bit, because if we put in our boiling hot Moscato, it's going to melt all of our butter. That's fine.
Okay.
And I would advise against putting in more than 2 tablespoons because the liquid doesn't exactly mix great with the butter. So if you add more liquid, it's going to separate and be weird and gross. Right?
Yeah, we don't want weird and gross cupcakes.
We don't want weird and gross cupcakes. And everyone knows the frosting is the best part.
It is.
So I'm just trying to cool this off a little bit. While this is cooling, we can also add in our powdered sugar. And I've already measured out 2 cups of powdered sugar. And do you want to mix and I'll add a little bit at a time?
Yes, here we go.
So this is very helpful to add a little bit at a time because if you dump the whole bowl in and then turn on your mixer, powdered sugar is going to fly everywhere. But here, because I have Elaine to help me, we can do this a little bit at a time.
When you made these yourself, were you all by yourself? Like you had to do everything on your own?
I did everything on my own.
Gosh.
But usually when I'm cooking by myself and not on the show, I'll use my stand mixer. I like to use the glass bowl and the hand mixer because it's easier for you guys to see. My stand mixer has a metal bowl, so you can't see what's going on inside.
I'm starting to feel more confident with this mixer now.
Yes!
Like before, I felt like the mixer was controlling me, but now I feel like I'm in control.
I'm loving your attitude. Because I feel like I know a lot of people that are just so afraid to just try things and like get your elbows dirty. What's the saying?
Get your elbows greasy? I'm really bad at I don't know.
But it's just like, if you mess up, it's not the end of the world. But, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they're just cupcakes.
And most of the time, it's still going to taste delicious, even if it looks kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just try and have fun?
For some reason, the powdered sugar's not mixing.
It's fine because we're also going to add the extra liquid.
Oh, right.
So we're just going to do what we can here while we still wait for our Moscato to cool a little bit. It's still very, very, very warm. It's also like, we want to have the sugar. So one thing that I tried last time is that if you add, so we had mixed our butter and our cream cheese and our vanilla extract. Then if you add all of the powdered sugar and then pour the Moscato syrup on top, then the powdered sugar kind of absorbs that powdered sugar and it mixes into the butter easier. We are changing things up a little bit because this wasn't ready, but we're just, whatever. We're just having fun.
I wonder, like, if you were in a rush, you could put like a bowl of ice on the table and like put that in there.
You could. You could definitely do that. I am just gonna go ahead and pour out our 2 tablespoons. So, like I said before, I would advise against adding more than 2 tablespoons of liquid because it will separate with the butter. And I'm just gonna add it in here. And I'm going to continue adding that powdered sugar that's kind of gonna absorb that liquid and then really mix nicely in with our butter. And this is always a tricky thing because, like, you know, oil and water don't mix well, and that's pretty much what we're doing.
It's starting to look a little pink. Like
it's a little bit pink. So if you wanted to, you can add red food coloring to make this more pink. I didn't have any red food coloring, so we don't have that option. You know, this is actually mixing pretty well. Maybe we'll just add this and see what happens.
Yeah.
Why not? We're just experimenting. Maybe I'll rewrite this recipe.
I mean, at worst it might be a little too liquidy, but
right?
that's okay.
We can always just add more sugar.
Yeah, more sugar sounds good.
I think this is still looking great though. So while you mix this, I'm gonna go check on our cupcakes really quick.
It's looking white now. It's not pink anymore.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. How's the texture?
It looks really good. It's kind of liquidy, I think.
It is a little bit liquidy.
Like maybe more sugar would make it less liquidy.
I was right. You should only add 2 tablespoons of the liquid. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put this in the fridge for a little bit because I added warm Moscato syrup. That is going to soften our butter a lot. So what I'm going to do is pop this into the fridge just for a little bit while we wait for our cupcakes to finish cooling or cooking. Is our little trick? You just want to fling it all off of there. And I'm going to leave these on there just in case we want to mix some more.
You're a very neat baker. Like, this is so not messy at all.
I try. I think that I'm not a neat baker. But
you are, Lauren. You are.
So now we just hang out. I would say we hang out with our viewers, but they're not here.
Where are they? What are you guys doing right now?
I know. This just makes me so upset because, like, how embarrassing was it that we were just testing our camera settings and you guys are watching?
Maybe they got scared away.
I know, maybe, and now no one wants to watch.
Oh.
Boo.
They'll watch later.
Where did they go? Let's see what's going on here. Mom, what else? What are your other New Year's resolutions?
So I actually write out my resolutions every year.
That's good.
I want to direct a commercial this year.
Okay.
Like that's my next step because I've done branded content.
Right.
But like an actual commercial would be the next level for me. So I'm ready. I need to pitch myself and get that job.
How do you need to just make contacts in the commercial world because it's just it's like a totally different.
It is. It's all about
you know,
if you have an agent, and a lot of luck, honestly. But I have the skills. I just need the opportunity.
I'm listening, I promise.
Oh, I love this logo here.
Oh, thank you.
It's so pretty. I want to travel more too. Like I spent New Year's Eve here in LA, but next year I was talking to my boyfriend about maybe being in a foreign country like Cuba or something, just to kind of celebrate New Year's outside
how
of
come
LA.
the live video is not showing up now?
That is weird. Because it should show up like automatically, right?
Because it showed up when I looked on my phone, but now it's not showing up here. Maybe that's why no one's watching.
Oh no. But it should save automatically, right? And if
it'll save. Yeah, people
camera.
can do the playback. But it's less fun that people have to do the playback and we can't watch us now. Of course, something happened where I like messed up some setting and no one's watching.
Well, it showed that you're watching.
It shows that we're watching. It shows that we are watching ourselves. Oh no. I don't know, guys. Oh wait, because it's private.
Oh, that
less fun that people have to do the playback and we can't watch us now. Well, I mean, we still have time. Guys, I figured that was the issue.
Is private your default setting?
No, I think it was because, so what happened earlier was that you can schedule your live streams, and so that way on my channel, if you came yesterday to my channel, it says that I have a scheduled live stream for Friday at 2 p.m. So that's the schedule. And then Derek and I were playing with the camera settings, and that accidentally went live, and so I made that live stream private, which was literally just our test of us staring at the computer and clicking things. And then, because I wanted to recreate the scheduled live stream, I just copied that one, and I think it just copied the setting that it was private.
Oh, I see. Oh no. Well, it's okay. Lesson learned.
Right. Well, now I think that now I think we should actually be live. But I'm not sure.
Can you go back to the YouTube channel and it'll show?
Well, the difference is because on YouTube it's private to only for me to see, and so that's why when I looked on my phone, I could see it. And so that's why I thought that we were going. But you know what? Since now I think that we're like for real live.
Eventually we'll have some viewers, and then we'll know that it's not private anymore.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
We were having so much fun without you guys. Live. See, here we are. Now it's public. Now the visibility is public. So it should be going. Well, you know what? Hey, guys. Welcome back to Life Above the Clouds. My name is Lauren, and this is my friend Elaine.
Hi, welcome.
We've been having some technical difficulties, and we were supposed to start streaming at 2, and you know what? We actually did start streaming at 2, but silly old me had the settings for the live stream set to private, so no one could see it but me.
Oops.
The funny thing is that I was like, I wonder if people can see it, so I checked on my phone, but of course I can see it because it's private for me.
So we had no followers for the longest time. We thought that we were just not popular and nobody liked us.
So, sorry guys. You know, if you were watching the playback, then that's awesome. Those are our cupcakes!
Yes.
Elaine's going to tell you guys what we made.
We made pink Moscato cupcakes. Here's the recipe that Lauren wrote out in her beautiful handwriting. And we use Barefoot Bubbly. It's the most awarded wine brand, so we highly recommend it. It's also affordable. And these are what the cupcakes look like before you put them in the oven. So you
You're doing such a good job.
Get a feel for how it is. I got my first try using a mixer to make these because I don't bake a lot, and Lauren has taught me pretty much everything today. Oh, and this is our giant bottle of vanilla extract. It's from Costco. It's crazy.
I know.
How much vanilla do you use?
You know, when you use a tablespoon and a tablespoon and a tablespoon, this goes by pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm back. So, like she said, we are making pink Moscato cupcakes. This is actually a recipe that I made for our New Year's Eve, and I love them so much that I wanted to make them for you guys, and because I also still had half a bottle of this pink Moscato left, and like, what are you going to do with it besides make cupcakes? And we already have our first batch in the oven. They have been in there at 350 degrees for 18 minutes, but they're still not quite done yet. So I'm going to put them in for 3 more minutes, and we're going to check on them again. We also
have the frosting all done.
Yes.
That's ready to go.
We also have the frosting all done. How we made that is that we actually simmered down a cup of Moscato down to what we wanted to do was 2 tablespoons, but we were impatient, so we ended up putting in a 1/4 cup, which we'll see might make the frosting a little bit runny, but I also have the frosting, which is cream cheese frosting with a little Moscato syrup in the refrigerator because I added the Moscato syrup while it was still warm, so that's going to make the butter nice and melted.
I'm actually getting hungry now. I'm super excited.
Yes, right? And they smell good. Look, we have a viewer now!
Hey, can you tell who it is?
We can go to... How do I see my chat?
I'm like so excited for one viewer now.
I know. I don't know, like... Learn more.
I hope it's not just Derek. I mean, it'd be great if Derek was watching, but...
Usually he does watch. If oh no, they left. Bummer.
Oh no.
Well, we'll just call it a wash. I mean, we're having fun, so that's all that matters.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yay! So I know Elaine, actually, because we met at the West Side Comedy Theater, where we did improv. Are you still performing there?
Yeah, I'm on this team called Consenting Adults.
Oh yeah, duh, I knew that.
Every other Monday.
And I watch you guys.
I think our team performs after Derek's team, right?
So I'm there and I watch you guys. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's okay if you're not actually there. I see sometimes you leave early.
Sometimes we leave early, it's true. But you guys have seen Derek on these videos before, and hi Baka Karyam. Hello, how are you guys? We are good. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Because you're just tuning in with us, I'm just gonna do a little summarized version of, we were streaming at 2 like we were supposed to, but silly old me had it on private until about like 10 minutes ago. So now you can see it, but what you did miss was us making all the cupcakes.
But you can rewatch it on YouTube.
You can rewatch it on YouTube, and as always, I will write up the recipe and put it on my website, and I will also edit down the video into a shortened, just the instructions. That's our cupcakes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yay!
Can I look through your recipe book? I'm curious to see this other stuff here. Oh my gosh, your handwriting is so good.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't even read my own handwriting.
I just need like 1 more minute.
Ooh, Nutella muffins? Oh my gosh. I'll have to ask you to send me this recipe. I love Nutella.
It's probably on my channel.
Yes. Oh, yes. These are all on your channel, right?
Not all of them. There are some recipes that are in here that haven't made it onto the channel, or I didn't like how they turned out and I wanted to rework them, or just, and then there's lots of just like, scribbles, scrabbles, and ideas, the things that like I want to do but I haven't tried yet, stuff like that. And I'm almost done with this little notebook. Like, these are my only pages left, so I'm gonna have to get a new little notebook. It's actually a journal that I got from the dollar section at Target.
This could be like a recipe book that you publish later. Like, that could be your next thing. You have enough for an entire recipe book.
That would be so cool.
Oh my gosh, right?
Right, maybe one day. I don't know, my goal is never to like have a cookbook or have a YouTube channel or have, I don't know, I just like to bake and I wanted to do it, and here we are. Right? And one of Elaine's New Year's resolutions this year was to cook and bake more. And
yes,
so
and
here she is to learn. And you've learned a lot.
I've learned how to use a mixer. I've learned that vanilla extract can come in giant jars like this.
Silly me. Get over the vanilla extract.
It's just so much. Oh my god. Seriously. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a goal to at least make something from scratch at least once a week. Hopefully that'll happen. Yeah. I'm saying it out loud, so it has to happen now. You guys have to hold me accountable.
Do you want to grab that one and then come put it in the oven?
Yes. Oh my
god. So I put it on the bottom rack.
Those look so fluffy.
Right? I'm going to show you guys. Oh, Baka says, #cool and #awesome. Can I mention your channel on my podcast station?
Yes.
Yes, I would love that. It's called Taking It Back. Am I pronouncing it? Is it back? Taking It Back? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Taking It Back Publications, Inc. Well, here are our lovely finished cupcakes. I tested them with a toothpick. You want to make sure that a toothpick inserted into the center of a cupcake comes out clean, and that's how you know that they are done on the inside. And we want these to cool before we frost them. And we also have 3 more cupcakes. This ended up being 15 cupcakes. We have them in the oven as we speak, and I'm just gonna set a little timer here. Set timer for 18 minutes. Boom. Thanks, Siri.
Thanks, technology.
Thanks, technology. And I'm going to set these right now onto here. Onto my wood cutting board.
Oh, it says above the clouds.
It says life above the clouds. That's actually something that Derek's sister got me for Christmas last year.
That's so cute.
Wait, did I say it right when I said baka or is it baka? But thank you. You think that the cupcakes look so tasty, and they are, let me tell you.
They smell delicious.
So we want these to cool, and I'm going to let them cool in the cupcake tin for a few minutes, and then we can either use our hands or use like a fork to pop them out, and then we can put them in a cooling rack, and that will help them cool faster because there's nothing on the bottom. Right now they're sitting in a hot cupcake tin, right?
Yes. You guys can't see this, but I think I'm kind of self-conscious about my height right now next to you. So
because you're tall?
I'm leaning against one of my feet so I can appear shorter.
This is the trick, guys. You can't see her feet right now.
But now I'm like leaning, so I'm not
right, but she's like crossing her feet and like bending her legs,
so like an inch shorter.
So I need like a quarter apple. That's what I need right now.
I'm just doing this unconsciously.
And we totally matched. We didn't plan it. We're
I did
like
my
opposite.
nails pinks and silver as well.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful with like an accent nail. I haven't painted my nails in a really long time.
Natural's actually in right now.
Is it? I used to paint my nails all the time. Like every week I would repaint my nails. But especially when I started doing these cooking videos, I felt like either my nails had to look, the nail polish had to look perfect, or it will look better if they were clean.
Oh, right, because you don't want to like detract from the
right,
actual
because when
cupcakes.
your nail polish is chipped, and I feel like you could notice it, and it was really annoying. Oh, it's pronounced Baka, Kareem.
Baka.
All right, we got it. You ladies look amazing. I think y'all look great.
Oh,
thank you, Baka.
That's so
oh
nice
my
of
gosh,
you.
thank you for tuning in. You're so nice. He's our only viewer right now, so all of our attention is to you, Baka. So yeah, nails. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I don't do my nails very often, just special occasions.
Special occasions because it's New Year's Eve.
It is, exactly.
I can't believe that the holidays are already past.
I know. Our next major holiday is probably Valentine's Day. Right?
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any holidays in between? No, not really.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
Isn't that after Valentine's Day?
Oh, I have to look that up. I'm not sure. Someone's here.
That's Derek.
Oh, hi, Derek.
Okay, I'm gonna get a cooling rack and we're gonna cool these cupcakes.
It's actually getting really hot in this room right now. It's winter, and I'm from Wisconsin where there's snow, but if you guys look outside right now, it's like super sunny and like 72 degrees. You could probably go to the beach.
I know. On January 3rd. Is it the 3rd?
I think so. January 3rd, 2020.
So I just have a little cooling rack. Baka says, I'm sharing your videos. I've watched you for a while. Well, thank you, Baka. Thank you for enjoying my channel and sharing the word. That really means a lot to me. Yeah. Well, I have a cooling rack.
I've never used a cooling rack, so this is good for like pies and everything else that just needs to cool.
Yeah, you can put cookies, you can put cupcakes just to cool it down, and you don't want them to be in this cupcake tin the whole time because the cupcake tin is still really hot, and moisture, like the steam, can collect underneath the cupcakes and make it soggy on the bottom.
Oh, you don't want that. Yeah.
You don't want that. So we are just going to gently pull them out. See, this is a nice dry bottom. And we're just going to let them cool. And because there's air circulating on the bottom, they're going to cool a lot faster than if we left them in here. That one's already coming out of its liner. He's too excited. Be careful because they're still hot.
Yes, they are. Oh, this one has 2 liners.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. These are coming out of our liners so easily, which is interesting. This is not how they turned out. So I already made these, actually. I made these for New Year's Eve.
And you didn't do anything different this time, right?
But I did use different liners. So maybe these liners are just like...
Oh, maybe, yeah.
different. I don't know. So we have our cupcakes. We're letting them cool. We have another batch in the oven. And we have our frosting that is in the fridge because I wanted to chill it a little bit because we put our warm Moscato syrup. But we can prepare our... You could use a knife, an offset spatula, a regular spatula, or even the backside of a spoon to frost your cupcakes, but I like mine to be nice and pretty, so we are going to use a piping bag, and I'm sure this is the first time Elaine has ever seen it.
You had it when I first came in the door, and I was just like, what is that?
Well, I'll show you guys what this is, right? So this is a piping bag. I use a nice round circular tip, and it comes in these pieces. So the piping bag, I use a reusable one. You can buy plastic ones that are kind of like plastic baggies that you just throw away. This is better for the environment. So it has a metal tip. You can get these in different shapes and sizes also. I kind of want to get a big star tip that's this size, but I haven't gotten it yet. And we're going to put that in our bag. And then this comes in 2 pieces that they screw together like this. So I'm going to put the inside one on the inside.
Wow, this is so nifty.
And then we screw the outside one on the outside.
And this is what like professional bakers use.
This is what professionals use. And now we have our piping bag.
Oh, this is made in Korea.
This is made in Korea. And we are going to fill this with our frosting. This is actually great if you have a helper because one of us can hold it and one of us can spoon it in. If not, you can put it in a glass or like even like a vase or something just to put it in there so it holds the bag open for you.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm going to go grab the frosting. Okay, so here is our frosting. It's just a little bit pink because of the pink Moscato, but you can add red food coloring if you want to make it more pink. I don't have any red food coloring, so we didn't do that.
That's probably healthier because food coloring is just chemicals, right?
This is true. Yeah. And isn't like red 40 the one that they say causes cancer?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
causes cancer now, but you can try to avoid it.
So I'm going to have you hold this like open with your hands underneath there. Okay. And I am going to, it is a little bit runny because we added more liquid than I originally did, and you know, I was just saying like, let's just go for it, go big or go home, right?
Yes, sometimes that's not always the solution.
Right, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I am just gonna spoon it into this piping bag with the help of my sous chef.
What are your New Year's resolutions this year? I know you already asked me about mine.
Right.
I think I asked you about yours.
One of my New Year's resolutions is to waste less time on my phone.
Oh.
Right? Because I feel like there's always times where I'm just like mindlessly scrolling and not doing anything productive. I just really want to use my time more wisely.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you always feel like, oh, I'm running out of time, I don't have time to do anything. But in reality, we have so much time to get things done.
I have a bad habit of like looking at Instagram as soon as I wake up.
Exactly.
It's like my cigarettes. It's like I'm addicted to it.
So we have our frosting in the bag, and I'm just closing the top, and you twist it up so stuff won't come out. And it's gonna come out the tip here. We're not ready yet. These are still a little bit warm, but I'm gonna frost 2 of them so Elaine and I can eat them.
Yes, I'm getting very hungry right now.
Right, so I'm gonna do one and I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna have you do yours, yeah?
Yes.
So, I don't know, I'll do this one. Can you guys sort of see it? I don't know why my muffin, these like liners are really coming apart from the muffin, which is so unusual.
Yeah. It's not like you added more butter this time, because that would make it
No, I made
more
these
moist.
literally exactly the same as I did the other night. But
I feel like these liners are for bigger muffins, like giant breakfast ones.
Could be. Could be the liners that I'm using. So our frosting is pretty runny.
It looks like marshmallows.
So I just like to do a nice little circular swirl.
And then like a little
It's a little bit runny because, well, you know why. So be careful. So hold this end twisted so stuff doesn't come out.
And then just squeeze from the
bottom.
bottom.
And then just squeeze. Yeah, squeeze with your right hand.
And do I start in the middle or the side?
Wherever you want to do.
Okay.
You can do whatever design you want to do. You can see, well, you guys might not be able to see, but it's melting because our cupcakes are so warm.
This is not as pretty as the one you did.
That's beautiful.
Oh my God, that is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
And it's like melting because our cupcakes are so warm, but it's fine.
Oh no. I wish you guys could see how beautiful hers is compared to mine.
Well, mine is already melting off the edge because our cupcakes are warm.
Ooh, sprinkles.
So yes, I'm just using these little cupcake gems, but you can use whatever kind of decorations you want. Oh, that was a lot. We're just gonna sprinkle them on there. Right.
Now we can taste test.
And now we can taste test. Be careful.
So excited.
This is really messy.
Oh my gosh, that cream cheese.
Right? And it's everything better.
I think the frosting is soup now.
But a warm cupcake is actually very good.
So good. Oh my gosh.
I like how I do the thumbs up and you do the okay.
Right? I haven't tried the actual muffin yet because I put too much frosting. It's like
here
everywhere.
you can go over the bowl.
Okay,
do it over the bowl. It's funny because a warm cupcake, you're never gonna be able to eat a warm cupcake because you always have to let them cool before you frost them because our frosting is melted into a puddle, but it's so delicious when it's warm, like a warm cookie.
That is really good.
So what are your thoughts? Channel your Iron Chef judgeness.
I'll give this a 10 out of 10.
Woo!
But it's 0 out of 10 for decorating.
Yeah. Visually they're not so great.
But
you guys see, I'm totally gonna zoom in on here.
Oh my god.
You guys see?
It's like one hot mess. Basically me right now too.
Here we
But
go.
it's delicious.
Because this is why, guys, this is why you do not frost a hot cupcake.
Because it becomes a big puddle. But it's delicious.
And it doesn't really taste like Moscato. It just tastes like a little bit fruity.
Yeah.
And a little bit, it'll add a lot of sweetness to it, but it's not like
if it's strawberries or
boozy.
something, but it is fruity.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah. And I think they would be really pretty with like pink or red food coloring, but this is healthier.
Right. I am trying to, so one of my New Year's resolutions is also to not eat junk food unless I make it.
Oh.
So like I can eat cupcakes if I make them myself, but I can't go like to a bakery and buy a cupcake. Or I can eat potato chips if I make them myself, which I'm probably not gonna do.
It's gonna be hard because you live with someone and he could like totally eat store-bought potato chips in front of you.
I actually went to Costco yesterday, and he asked me to buy potato chips. So we have a giant Costco-sized bag of potato chips,
Which you can't eat.
which I can't eat.
Well,
I'm
actually tasting a lot of Moscato. Maybe it's because we added more.
Okay. These are good. And they're moist.
They're warm.
They're warm. That's the best part, you guys, because they're warm, which obviously is making a huge mess with our melted frosting, but they're so good. I just want to get the frosting.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Cream cheese, Moscato frosting. I was also thinking that it'd be fun if you had like freeze-dried strawberries to sprinkle it on top or something instead of the little cupcake gems that we used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They all look visually very pretty too.
Yum. Every time I eat these things on camera, I am amazed by how good it turned out, which is hilarious because I'm always like, I eat it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good.
And you made these before already.
And I made this before already.
Oh, I feel so happy right now.
This is what I love doing this for. Food makes you happy.
My stomach is all cozy.
Vaca says, I like baking my cookies while I watch your videos. I like how you have fun in all your videos. Oh, thank you. That's really like the goal of these videos is just to hang out with my friends and make something yummy.
I should wash my hands. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, you made a mess.
I did. I made a huge mess.
I love it. While you're over there, how much time is left on the other batch?
It says, actually, you set the timer on your phone.
Yes, I did. This is why I need a helper, guys. I can't do these things by myself. I'm just eating frosting. Don't mind me. It's so good.
I feel like they're really
3
slow.
minutes.
Okay.
You feel like what?
I feel like the cupcakes are really filling, so because of that, it'll stop you from eating too much.
Right? And Greek yogurt has a lot of protein in it, so it's super healthy.
Because I have a problem with sugar. Like, I eat way too much in one sitting.
Same.
But this, I feel like one would be enough, and then I could move on in my life and make healthier choices instead of eating a dozen. Okay, and these still weren't cool enough to.
These still aren't cool enough. This is so funny how they came up. Well, this one didn't.
Because it has 2 wrappers.
But guys, it's. I feel like I'm supposed to be the expert here, but I don't actually know what happened. That some of our cupcake liners came away from our cupcake. Can you see? But like this one didn't. This cupcake liner is still firmly attached to the cupcake. So
it's another mystery.
I don't know what happened. But we could just like take them out of here and I guess have just like a little cake, not in a liner. What do you think, Bradley? Do they smell yummy? Yeah, they smell so yummy. Did you say hi to the viewers? No, I'm hiding. Okay, I love you too. Well, that's pretty much how these episodes go. We make the thing, we eat the thing, we talk about how it tasted, and then we say goodbye.
Oh, so is now the time to say goodbye?
Now would be the time to say goodbye. How do you feel about it? Is there anything else you want to say to the peoples?
Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful 2020.
Oh my god, I love it. She's like she's seen all of my shows before. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Elaine, for coming to join me today. I hope you learned a lot.
I did. Oh my gosh.
Quick,
I'm gonna take these.
Name 5 things that you learned today.
I learned how to use a mixer.
1.
I learned that you can bake with alcohol.
2.
I learned that doesn't mean it makes you drunk.
3.
I learned that it's important to use the right wrappers for your cupcakes. And I've learned that vanilla extract comes in giant bottles.
5. These are 5 things. Guys, that was an improv thing.
nerdy.
We met doing improv. It's fine. That was really fun. I'm glad you did that. But yes, one of her resolutions was to learn about cooking and baking, and I'm glad that I was hopefully knowledgeable enough to teach her things.
You are the expert.
Thank you. That's so funny because I don't consider myself to be an expert because like I didn't go to culinary school or anything. I just learned by doing.
That's the best way to learn.
Right, and that's how you learn.
Yeah, it's not from a book.
She just made cupcakes from scratch.
I did, and they were delicious.
Right, and she's gonna make them on Valentine's Day for her boyfriend.
For my boyfriend. It was gonna be a surprise, but no, I don't think it's gonna be a surprise.
It's not like he's watching.
Nobody
There's
does.
no viewers. Even Baka left us. But also, you guys, if you end up rewatching this playback of the live stream, if you didn't hear it before, I had accidentally had it set to private, which is why nobody could see it and nobody was watching us. But now it's back on, and Baka came and watched us, so thank you, Baka.
Yes.
But as always, I will write up the recipe, put it on my website, and I will also shorten this video into just the instructions so you can come and see just how to make the cupcakes, and you don't have to hear us talk about who knows what we talked about. But
it's one big blur right now. We're not actually drunk, right?
We're not actually drunk.
And we're not high.
And we're not high yet. Oh my gosh, cupcakes are done!
Oh my gosh.
So we gotta test it. Did I teach you about the toothpick thing?
You talked about it, but I actually didn't see you do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so to test, I'll come back. I'll come back into frame.
Are we actually still?
We're still going.
Oh, we are. Okay.
So to test if your cupcakes or your brownies, any type of cake is done, you can take a toothpick and you insert it right into the center of your cake. And if it comes out clean, aka not wet with batter or not like sticky with crumbs, then you know that it's done. Mm-hmm. Obviously, if batter comes off on your toothpick, then you know that there's still batter on the inside.
These are done.
So these are done.
And I think they stuck in the wrapper a little better.
Whoa,
oh
those are very, very
hot.
Oops. I did not teach her to do that. But anyway, thanks again. Today we made pink Moscato cupcakes, which will be great for Valentine's Day,
yes.
Birthday parties, bridal showers, you name it. They're just delicious cupcakes.
Yes, they are.
Exactly. And thank you again for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. And I also have a Patreon if you guys want to chip in. And like I said before, I buy lots of eggs and huge portions of vanilla extract because I go through so quickly. And if you wanted to chip in like $1 to help me buy an egg, that would be pretty cool.
That would be amazing.
But you know what? $1 is, you could get like 3 eggs for $1.
I don't have a Costco membership, so I don't know.
Right? Like a dozen eggs is like $4. Right? Math.
I don't cook, so.
You don't buy eggs? Like you've never bought eggs at the grocery store?
I buy Hot Pockets and Lean Cuisines and frozen pizzas.
So like when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm gonna make myself some breakfast.
I make myself cereal or I eat a protein bar. You don't approve, huh?
I don't. But
it's gonna change. 2020 is the
you
year
know,
that I start making myself an actual
And that's
breakfast.
all that matters, is that you're thinking about it and making an effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And now you just realize how easy it actually is.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy because you're helping me. I think I'm gonna mess up a little bit on my own, but that's okay.
No, you're not, because you already know how all the things work.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true. And I just have to follow your recipe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
and
written
you can
out.
follow. Most recipes are
Yeah.
pretty clear, and if
Yeah.
you know what like a whisk is, and
Yeah.
you know like
And I like
what
how
the
there's
basic things are.
too many ingredients, you know? Like a lot of
Right.
recipes, they kind of scare me because it's like 20 ingredients.
Yeah.
And like this is just maybe 8 max.
That's true, and also I try to keep mindful of the recipes that I make for this channel, is that I want them to be easy enough for someone who doesn't have that much experience in the kitchen to watch this and think, hey, I can make that, because that's way more fun and
Yeah,
accessible. I don't want these to be too hard and complicated, and that's not fun for me either, so
Yeah, Yay!
success. Well, thanks again. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! See, this is my favorite part, where we're still going, and then I had to go here, and I have to
But you're gonna
have
edit
to
this out.
end the stream.
Yeah.
How do I end the stream?
Man, I really burned myself.
Oh no,